Alright, the technical difficulties happened. Mace Windu. Is he a bad guy?
No. He's a Jedi. A master.
What did he look like?
On the council. What did he look like? Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh, that's him. I don't remember names, Justin. You just need to tell me their actor. But you said his hand got cut off?
Yeah. By Darth Vader, I think.
But didn't Anakin, like, push him out of a cliff or something? Or kill him? I'm sure Anakin killed him.
Maybe? I don't remember.
I haven't seen the film, I just seen
No, it wasn't Anakin, it was,
it was
Palpatine.
Yeah. I remember it was
because
it was Mace Windu and Anakin who had Palpatine like pinned down.
Yeah.
And he was like
Palpatine electrocuted him, but Mace blocked it with his lightsaber.
Yeah.
And then I think Anakin sliced his hand off.
Yeah, because
he was going to kill Palpatine.
He was counting on, Anakin to help him out and kill Palpatine, but he betrayed him and,
sliced his hand off, and then Palpatine shocked him out the window.
Yeah. And then I think after that, Order 66 happened.
Forget it. You're thirsty, yeah? Wow.
Oh yeah, you are thirsty, alright, aren't you, Justin?
Alkali coca.
Coca?
You will literally burst with energy like blam. I got 3. Woo!
I don't like her.
Try one and see.
I do.
You didn't come here for a drink, did you?
What are you?
I came here for your stank.
Wait, what's that, boy? There's a neuron officer lacking self-confidence. Says he can't keep up with me?
Oh, I can keep up with you.
You're talking about Mitsuru, aren't you? Yeah, he's been even gloomier than usual since we got back from Arc Mall.
Darth Maul?
But, bending over
Isn't that the guy with the red skin, the purple, or not purple, the black markings?
Black skin, red face paint, no purple markings. He's got horns.
I didn't mean purple. I meant to say he was red skin, black markings. But it's flipped?
Sorry to get kind of dark there. I get wound up.
Why was he evil?
Black skin, red.
I never really understood the story behind him.
He was part of the Knight Brothers, obviously. Which are usually under the Night Sisters' control.
Yeah.
But he was shown to be force sensitive, which usually, I don't think it's usually typical of the Knight Brothers to be force sensitive. I don't remember, but he was taken in by I think Dooku and trained.
Which was a Jedi?
No.
Count Dooku, that's right,
Yeah.
right?
Dooku was originally a Jedi.
Yeah, but then he went to the dark side.
The Sith.
He's that old dude, right?
Yeah, he was killed by Anakin.
Why did Anakin kill him?
Because he was a Sith.
Oh, that was back when Anakin was good.
Well, it was in his time where he was kind of leaning more toward the dark side, which is why he killed him. Because Obi-Wan was like, don't kill him, but Anakin did. Cut his head off.
Who did he kill? Because I remember there was that scene where Anakin sliced someone's head off in front of Palpatine. I forget. It's basically where the "do it" came from.
That's that scene, yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Obi-Wan, actually.
No, that was
or not Obi-Wan, but his trainer.
No. Anakin never kills Obi-Wan.
No, Obi-Wan actually survived, didn't he?
Yeah. Obi-Wan kind of just fades into the Force. Because he goes to face Anakin, but when Anakin swings his lightsaber to hit him, he just disappears.
I thought Obi-Wan, cut off his legs or something.
I'm saying when Anakin was Vader.
Oh. Oh, he fights him again.
Yeah.
This
when
is
he's really old.
Oh, okay.
It's when Luke was training with Yoda.
Oh, okay. But so Palpatine, even though he knew that Mace is not Mace Windu, who was the guy's name again?
Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
Count Dooku.
Yeah, even though he knew he was a Sith Lord, he still had him killed.
Yep.
Why?
I guess he saw him as
A rival?
unuseful.
Well, I thought he saw him as a threat to his power.
No, because he was the Lord of Count Dooku.
Oh. And I guess he also was trying to train Anakin in the dark, on the dark side of the Force to see if he would listen to him or something.
Yeah.
That also kind of lines up with the latest Star Wars film. We can talk about spoilers about that right now, can we? When did that come out? Like November?
I don't know. Who cares?
Well, yeah, it's almost March. So if
No
you
one
haven't
really watches their videos anyway.
Anyway.
I don't see you down here much.
Look,
And keep it on. Actually, no, because YouTube's system would get it removed immediately.
Hey, I told you I'm training.
But anyway, what I was saying is that it kind of lines up with the fact that in the last movie of the sequel trilogies, that Palpatine said he had like the life force of all the previous Sith that passed away.
Yeah, that kind of did lead into the give him more of a personal motive as to why he had all those kits. I almost said Kith sealed, but Sith killed.
Though the thing is, he talks about, because remember, in the movie, he had all these different voices of the different Sith Lords. He had like Darth Vader, he had Dooku, he had that other dude from that
Maul?
yeah,
Or Grievous?
yeah,
Or
and all,
Grievous, I mean.
basically all the different voices of the Sith Lords. Yet it's weird because when you think
He
about
wouldn't ever have Grievous's power.
Yeah, I know.
Because he never killed Grievous. And he wouldn't have Maul's power either because he never killed Maul.
He never killed Darth Vader either.
Nope.
He was killed by Darth Vader. Well, we thought killed by Darth Vader. The only one that he could possibly have had was Count Dooku's.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, he was killed right in front of him, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure his force powers would have been gone by then. Unless he absorbed him.
Maybe it was more so they were implying that he was the power that trained all of them, and they're so powerful, so clearly he's more powerful.
Or, well, it could have been also the sort of situation where, like, there's a dark side of the force, sort of like, you know how, like...
That dark-sided people are connected to, yeah.
Yeah.
That could make sense, yeah.
Wait, what's that?
Though, I didn't understand Darth Vader because Anakin technically didn't, like, at the end kind of, like, make kind of like a...
Yeah, redemption sort of thing. And he became a, light side force ghost.
Yeah. So, I never really... Maybe it could be what you're saying, like, he's just it's not actually them. It's just him saying, yeah, I trained all these people, or they're under my wing. General Grievous is the guy with the forearms, right?
Yeah, the mainly most robot thing.
What
Whoa,
the
I didn't even realize I was in a battle.
Are you fighting at this? How do you fight as this?
I guess I just gotta dodge.
No, you can hit.
No, I can't. I'm pressing the button.
Is this your brother?
No, it's Jin. And he's beating me.
Is he slower? Get it?
Yeah, I lost.
Yeah, you
I
didn't,
gotta redo that.
Well, you didn't see that right away. You weren't expecting that.
Even with that thing on, I haven't had a thrashing like that since.
Huh? Thrashing?
I do. Oh, I gotta say, this has been an eye-opening training.
I failed. How did that do well?
Okay. But anyway, General Grievous, He was actually defeated pretty easily though by I think it was Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan defeated most of them. He defeated Grievous, Maul.
I never saw the battle with Maul, but I know that when
His battle with Maul, his final battle with Maul was in Rebels, and he literally beat him in one hit.
I never saw that one. I just know with Grievous, he actually it was a little bit longer than that, but he outsmarted him very easily. I'm guessing Obi-Wan was really very smart
very
fighter.
powerful Jedi. He was a general during the
Wasn't
Clone
he
Wars.
part of the council as well?
Yeah.
I think he was like one of the higher ups.
Late into the Clone Wars, he became part of the council.
Wasn't he a higher up in it as well?
No.
Or what about? I think it.
He was higher than Windu, I think, but that's it.
Oh, that one's bad. Yep. But Yoda was also part of the council, I believe.
Yeah, he was the highest.
Did they ever like explain who trained Yoda?
No.
So we don't know who trained Yoda.
We don't even know who was around back when Yoda was a Jedi Knight.
How old is Yoda anyway?
When he died, he was around 850.
Oh, he was probably way older than all of them.
Yes.
So I'm guessing most of them are like humans, so they live around to like maybe 90s, 100s, or something like that.
Yeah. I think when Obi-Wan died, he was 83 or something like that.
So yeah, he was probably trained by some of like the original Jedis.
Well, no, because the Jedi have been around for several millennia. Technically. Because it's not canon, but the Old Republic takes place thousands of years before Star Wars that we know. It should be canon if you ask me.
So then that means Baby Yoda or whatever. It's Yoda's race that he's part of, basically.
People are saying that it's likely like Yoda's son or something. Because Yoda's son is a Legends character, which means he's part of the extra universe, the non-canon. But they do sometimes go into the non-canon and bring characters from there into the canon.
Oh. Well, then maybe they could be doing that.
So it could be Yoda's son.
And he's force sensitive, so was Yoda...
And Yoda is the only other one we know of that race.
Yeah.
So it's got to be related to Yoda somehow.
And you would say, was Yoda stronger than Obi-Wan?
Yes.
I'm guessing he must have been one of the strongest Jedi.
Yoda had one of the strongest force connections ever seen. The only person with a better force connection than him was Anakin. Because Anakin was the chosen one.
And he decided to squander it. I thought Luke had... I thought Luke had a stronger connection than Anakin. Because he was also a chosen one, wasn't he?
Maybe. Well, see, Anakin was really powerful, but he wasn't super connected to the Force. Whereas Yoda wasn't as powerful as Anakin, but was more connected to the Force.
Basically,
Jedi counselors, the ones with the green lightsabers, are more Force connected. Whereas Jedi Guardians, the ones with the blue lightsabers, are more...
stronger.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing what they were planning on doing with Anakin was trying to make him both. And try to unite the people under the Force instead of becoming, evil. Well, which explains why Darth Vader is incredibly strong.
Mm-hmm. Because it's pretty much just Anakin, but all vamped up on
steroids.
Yeah. On literally machine parts that empower his Force abilities and whatnot. look around, see if there's any other side quests that I can do before I have to go to the next mission.
No, they made
Do I have any toilet paper for the toilet paper?
The fact that though it's weird that they made Leia force sensitive like at the last movie.
Yeah, because whenever Leia appears in anything else, they never mention her being force sensitive. The only time they ever did. Did you just spit?
No, I blew something because my hair was in my face.
The only time she was ever force sensitive was in this trilogy.
Yeah. And it was at the very, like, almost close to the very end of the second movie.
It makes sense that she would be force
well,
sensitive because
but,
she's a Skywalker, but that's really late for it to come.
Yeah. To be honest, because I feel like George Lucas wasn't really thinking of that because she was there, but the main focus was Luke in those films, and because he's technically the son of Anakin.
Son of the Chosen One.
Yeah, so it would make sense that, they would focus on him more. I mean, well, then she's the daughter of the Chosen One too, right?
Yeah, but she was more seen because she took the role that Padme had.
Which was
So maybe she never really figured out she was force sensitive until later, after meeting Luke. I guess that would make sense because she was raised as like a princess.
Yeah. Though, to be fair, I guess it's kind of good that they at least show that, yeah, Luke trained her in the past instead of just saying, oh yeah, she's just force sensitive now. It's like, for example, before the third movie, before that, because we didn't know, when they had Rey just say, okay, yeah, she's force sensitive and she knows how to use all this stuff now. Mm-hmm. It's like, at first it just felt like,
oh, they're just bringing that in just to make her more important.
Yeah. But then they say, oh yeah, she's a Palpatine. Now, I still think that's a stupid twist, in my opinion. It's like, well, they didn't really talk about how she, who else, who is related.
They never talked about Palpatine. I feel like he's become such an important villain that they need to have a spin-off for him.
I would say
a story about Palpatine.
The problem is their spin-offs didn't do too well. Rogue One did okay.
Rogue One did really well.
Compared to
their spin-off series, all their spin-off series have done really well.
Well, I feel like they could pull a Solo again, maybe. I don't know. Solo wasn't really that good.
I feel like they should make a series on Disney Plus, like they plan on doing for Obi-Wan.
Oh, they are?
Yep.
They could do one for Palpatine. It would be a good way of explaining, who
the frick would even marry that loser?
Well, yeah, how he started out, and then how Rey
he became bad,
and then it
turned him to the dark side.
Yeah, actually, that would be interesting. Maybe he originally
did he come across a Sith temple from old, and how he even found out he was force sensitive,
and who his kid was, because you have to figure out.
Yeah.
Rey was they kind of did show Rey's parents kind of
but we don't know which one was
the related to Palpatine, whether it be the mother or the father.
Can you quit moving so I can get this garbage off?
But we know that Palpatine wanted apparently his kid dead for some reason.
Because they didn't want to follow him.
Oh yeah, because they were more connected to the light side of the Force than the dark side.
Light side Force users.
I guess he didn't want more Jedis. He wanted more Sith.
Yep. So he killed them.
Probably
sucked their energy.
Order 66, right?
And I would also like to learn about Rey's parents.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah.
I've seen, I love those designs for Bulbasaur.
Have you ever seen the succulent designs where it's just different cactus?
I've seen that, and I've seen ones for different types of flowers, different types of plants.
I've seen
different seasons.
Yeah, the different seasons like Halloween, Christmas. Oh no.
But
why do they move? It makes it so hard to do the maintenance.
Yeah, because they're in pain.
Yeah, so am I. Life is pain. Get over it.
Hey, Justin.
What?
What if, Trump sent out one of those presidential texts and it says, execute Order 66?
Wouldn't put it past me.
What do you think would happen? Who do you think would be a Jedi, and who do you think would be a Sith?
I don't know.
What would you say? I think I've asked you this before, but I forget.
I'd be a gray Jedi.
What Jedi?
A gray Jedi. They're not part of the Jedi order, and they're not part of the Sith order. Their whole idea is to maintain balance within the Force. So let's say
So they're kind of like even.
Yeah, for example, during the Clone Wars, they more so helped the Jedi because the Sith were trying to wipe out all the Jedi. But let's say the Jedi tried to wipe out all the Sith, then they would help the Sith.
So basically, they're not really on either side. They're more of like making sure they're
balance in the Force.
So making sure that there's one side isn't more powerful than the other.
Yep.
So that would be For example, it would be more like.
The best example is Ahsoka, because she's a gray Jedi. Not originally, but she becomes one.